From Force 13 HQ, this is June 12th, 2017. Here's your tropical weather bulletin. June the 12th, 2017, this is Monday morning. As of midnight UTC, we have 1 Invest active and 2 tropical cyclones active. A tropical depression in the Eastern Pacific, 3E, which could become the next named storm. What's left of Invest 96B, which is being deactivated, and tropical storm Merbok in the South China Sea. Merbok will be covered in an update later tonight, so we're going to be focusing on Tropical Depression 3E right now. A tropical storm warning is in effect for quite a significant part of the coast of Mexico. It has winds of 35 miles per hour and a pressure of 1007 millibars. And recently, I have to say, it's not been looking as good for the storm. 15.3 degrees north, 95.2 degrees west. Its convection associated with the system has been fizzling out a little bit, and I do wonder whether it will become a tropical storm. So, tropical storm warnings are in effect for Boca de Pijijiapan to Punta Maldonado, a large swathe of the Mexican coast, and we expect that the storm will stick close to land but not intensify significantly over the next few days. It will be short-lived, but it could stay away from land, you never know. So this is where the system is heading right now, towards the northwest. You can just about see it on the Atlantic map. Nothing going on in the Atlantic, by the way. A little bit of convection going on in the Gulf of Mexico, non-tropical. The East Pacific, you can see a little swirl going on there in the central part of the Eastern Pacific, but it doesn't appear as though anything will come of that, or anything close. Apart from that, pretty light cloud cover across the whole of the Eastern Pacific proper. The West Pacific, the ocean area, looks pretty quiet, but as you can see, there's Tropical Storm Merbok in the South China Sea, slowly edging towards the coast of China and Hong Kong, which is going to be raising a Signal 3 warning in around 2 hours. In the Australian region, you can see a lot of heavy weather occurring in the Coral Sea there, but not much else going on, certainly nothing tropical related. A few thunderstorms in the northern latitudes not far from the equator near Papua New Guinea. In the Indian Ocean, 96B is pretty much dead, 10% chance we're giving it of any development, and it's just off the coast of India. It will certainly be delivering a rainmaker, I expect, on the coast of India and Bangladesh. Sea surface temperatures, as you can see, are pretty warm in the East Pacific where the system is right now, 3E, 28 to 30 degrees Celsius possibly. In the Western Caribbean, remaining fairly warm there as well, extending to the east in some areas too. And looking at the Indian Ocean there, very warm, 30 degrees plus in the northern Bay of Bengal. Same too for the South China Sea, 28 degree waters extending all the way to land near Hong Kong and China, which is where Merbok is expected to make landfall. There it is. And it would appear that in those latest frames that the storm has moved a little bit more northwest of what we anticipated, and possibly the system could pass very close to Hong Kong and Macau, and of course the rest of the coast of China. China haven't issued any warnings on this system yet. Macau are staying at Signal 1 standby alert signal for the time being. Hong Kong going up to Signal 3 at around 2 AM UTC, we expect. But as you can see, it appears that it might be battling wind shear and possibly some troubles in the northwestern side of the system, but it has intensified slightly, 45 miles per hour. So we've got 3 tropical depressions, 16 tropical storms, 3 Category 1s, 1 Category 2, 2 Category 3s, 1 Category 4 and 1 Category 5 for 2017 so far. Still a very long way to go if we're going to get anywhere near what the averages are. We are at 24 tropical storms or stronger so far this year, 7 away from 1900 and 1904 worldwide, the first seasons that we'll be overtaking on the long race to the end of the year. I'm pretty sure we'll get that far, but it has been a very quiet one so far, the quietest since 1954 so far this year. The next name in the Atlantic is Brett, it's Calvin in the Eastern Pacific, Walaka in the Central Pacific if anything happens there. In the Western Pacific, of course, we're up to Merbok right now. The first one was Muifa, the next one is going to be Nanmadol, followed by Talas. In the North Indian Ocean, it's going to be Oki. It doesn't appear that 96B will be claiming that name. That's the beginning of list 7 over there in the North Indian Ocean. And just in case we get any late season activity or out of season activity in the Southern Hemisphere, the next name in Australia is Hilda, Gabikeel in the Southwest Indian Ocean, and Feihi in Fiji. That's all for now. I expect that we'll have another update tomorrow. You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.co.uk at your service at any time with its tracker. You can also find us on YouTube, search Force 13 if you're not there already, subscribe if you haven't. You can also find us on Facebook and on Twitter, search Force 13 all in text to find us on there. You can also add Fool13 on Skype, that's FOOL13, and add extension 9094 on Discord for tropical weather chat.